Welcome to May's Lug Live. I'm May, and it's another update from Lug. This one came out on March the 29th, 2023. Now, I just want to clarify one thing before I go on and actually talk about the actual statement. Um, just because, in case I start sort of speaking in weird tenses, I just want to explain why. So, the previous videos that I put up, like just recently, they were all recorded like the day after those updates came up, or maybe like sometime like early, like as later in the day. So they were recorded when the updates were sent, but I never uploaded them. For those of you who are in the know, you'll know why. Otherwise, for those of you who haven't been keeping up with the videos, I had some major thumb issues. I've had majorly, crazily injured one thumb, and the other one was getting injured as well. So doing things on my computer was practically impossible on some days. So what I did was I recorded those because it didn't take as much handwork to record the videos, but it was really difficult for me to do all the things I needed to do in order to upload them. So I'd recorded them but didn't upload them. They just sort of sat there on my computer for I don't know how long it was. And I'm just starting to upload them now, because now I'm actually sort of a little bit more functional and there's a lot less pain, there's more mobility and all that stuff. So I'm kind of just sort of catching up on the stuff from the past. However, even though this update came out on the 29th, I'm actually recording this on April the 4th. So I'm just letting you know, like at the end of the day, like we're talking like late night, April the 4th. And it's probably gonna take me a little while to upload this. So you might not see this until the 5th or the 6th. But anyways, that being said, if my tenses get a little bit weird, it's because I'm kind of talking about stuff in the past. Anyways, in case I confuse you or anything like that, or if it sounds like I don't know what I'm talking about, that's the reason, because I might be confusing myself as well. So I apologize for that in advance. If I do make some, time time errors. So anyways, and I also want to apologize that I actually did not upload those sooner. I had to kind of take a complete stop of doing things. So even though I was recording stuff, I wasn't able to upload them because I just couldn't. And I actually had to take, I think, I don't even know how long it was, completely off of doing anything on my channels just to allow my thumbs to heal. So they're better. They're not perfect, but they're functional now at least. So I'm still very slow. These are still coming out. It's probably slower than I want them to, but they are going to start coming out, hopefully, at least a little bit more frequently than they were in the past couple of weeks. Okay, so enough of that. Sorry about that. Okay, so once again, only on Facebook. I don't know why this is not sending out as an email. Lug, come on, just you gotta know that not everyone's on Facebook. Maybe they don't. Okay. Anyways, I'm just gonna read this to you. I'm just gonna go from the top to the bottom, and we'll talk about it at the end. Okie doke. Number one, tracking information. Last Friday, we identified 440 customers affected by incorrect tracking numbers. Was it only just last Friday? Okay. These tracking notifications had a status of quote return to sender. This issue has been resolved, and new tracking numbers for those affected will be sent out by the end of tomorrow, March the 30th. Um, hmm. Okay. I don't remember when that last one was sent, but anyways, please disregard the original tracking number. Okay. Okay. And then it says enhancements. In the coming days, our team is working with our warehouse on implementing a tracking notification process that will enhance and streamline tracking notification per order status. As of March the 29th, which is the day this was released, we are still working on this enhancement. That's actually a really good thing to say, because it's one thing to actually say that we're working on it. It's another thing to say that it's still going. So that's really good. And then it says a friendly reminder: your tracking number will be activated once the carrier receives and scans your package. Typically, this happens within 24 to 48 business hours of tracking being created. Please note, in some instances, we have seen the quote label created status show up for longer than 48 hours without any additional scans until the package arrives at the delivery location. Example, 5 to 6 extra days. We are working with our warehouse and UPS team to see why this is happening and to find us and find a solution. But your package is moving. We will post a comment below with an example of what we are seeing. Okay. Number two, shipping timelines. Our warehouse team continues to process orders daily. We expect to see significant progress progress this week on our fulfillment and shipping window, and as we have identified and resolved many issues over the last few weeks. Yay! Number three, your order experience. Members of the Lug team visited our warehouse partner this week and have set a plan to enhance the packaging of your Lug orders in the coming weeks. These enhancements will come in phases, but ultimately we are excited to get back to providing you with a fun and joyful unboxing experience. More exciting things to come. Stay tuned. And number four, customer care. As of yesterday, March the 28th, we onboarded new members to our customer care team to enhance and speed up your experience with our team. We expect these new members to be trained and qualified to handle tickets within the next week. Please note that our customer care team is still working through a very high volume of inquiries. Please expect a response time of 3 to 5 business days temporarily. We request that you help us get there by restraining from submitting duplicate requests regarding the same issue in order to help our team focus on the issues at hand. We will continue to respond to existing inquiries as rapidly as we can, the majority of which are related to tracking and missing items from orders. Thank you for your continued patience and hashtag Lug Love. We will continue to provide updates Monday to Friday until we are happy that we are operating at 100% efficiency and have a 48-hour shipping window. Amy and Jason. Okay, so the customer care whole thing there, just because I'm going to talk about that quickly. Everything there is exactly the same as it's been, I think, for the past, 3 updates from what I remember. The only difference is they're actually talking about new hires. They brought in new people. I would love to know how many new people. It does seem to be plural. It says new members. I just hope it's not two. I hope it's like five. um, because I think their customer care team is not very big to begin with. And if they have been this inundated for the past year, those guys deserve a gigantic break. They totally, totally need to be able to spread this out across many, many people, because otherwise you just start getting cross-eyed after a while if you work customer service and you're just being inundated day in day out, and it's the same people about the same orders over and over. So it would be actually really helpful for them to have new eyes on this every once in a while. But it seems like as of the 28th, they were hired, which is great, and they expect that they will be trained and ready to actually start working, and I guess, chipping away at the pile in a week, which is great. So hopefully I guess by now, um, these guys will have been fully trained and they will be fully on board with with the task at hand, which is trying to get through all of the inquiries that poor customer service people at Lug have been having to deal with for the past year. So congratulations to all the new people. Good luck to you. I really hope that works out. Anyways, and I would love to know, the other thing I want to know too is the entire customer care team still remote? Because customer care used to actually work at Lug, like at the warehouse. So back in the day when Lug was all under one roof, um, customer customer service was there, the warehouse was there, all the admin except for Amy and Jason. They were in Florida, but everything else was in Markham, Ontario, under one giant roof. So it was so great. It was a great system because when you contacted customer care or customer service, and there was a problem with your order, they would just call up the warehouse, or they'd run down, or I don't know what they did. They probably like yelled over practically, and it was handled like that day, and they could see the product, they could see whatever it was. And I know this for a fact because I definitely have had direct contact with customer service when they did that, where they actually said, I just went to the warehouse, I saw your package, I know, we just swapped the colors for you, it is now officially on its way to you, you should get it the next, whatever, 3 days. But I did see that they switched the product on for you, so the other one is now gone, you're getting a brand new one, congratulations, yay. And it was amazing. Like I remember when they did things like that. It was so great. And even sometimes when I'm like, wait, can you stop that order? Can you, I don't think I don't want to buy this right now. And they would literally run down to the warehouse and tell them to stop it. They were like, yep, I just talked to the person. We found your box. We're putting a stop on it. We're sending you a refund. So things like that. I don't know if that's going to happen anymore. I don't know if the customer care team will be located where the warehouse is. it would be great if it was. I have a feeling it won't. So I think we're still not going to quite go back to the amazing service that we used to have for those of us who were aware of what it used to be like. I don't think we're ever going to quite get back to that, but hey, new people, more people is always great. I hope these are not temporary people. I hope these are permanent. I hope they constantly have a very large customer service team, because when crap hits the fan, you can't have the bare minimum, sort of skeleton staff. You need everybody on board, and you need all the extras to help out as well. And Christmas is not too far away, and they're going to be releasing brand new stuff in, summer. There's going to be mystery boxes and all that. So yeah, I think they should really keep these people on. So I'm going to move up the list here. So this is the other new thing I think on this in these updates. The other ones are kind of sort of repeats of everything else, but the new exciting thing here is members of the lug team, which makes me think like Amy, went to the warehouse. So someone from the lug team, and like I said, it's got to be Amy, because this is Amy's thing. Um, Went to the warehouse, to the new warehouse partner rather, um, and I guess show them how to package a lug box. Because again, if any of you have ever received a lug package before all the kerfuffle, it was probably one of the best things ever. So if you are not sure what that is like, go back and look at my very like first unboxings, like my older unboxing videos from like 2019, 2020. Is that when I started? When did I start doing this? Anyways, just go back to the early unboxings. You'll see what I'm talking about. So the boxes were beautiful and colorful. You'd open them up. There was tissue paper. So you always felt like you're opening this beautiful gift. The Everything was laid out. It was like Jenga or like Tetris. It seemed like nothing ever moved. Like you can tell that when it left the warehouse, this is what it looked like. For some reason, everything was like perfectly sort of, you know, jigsaw puzzled in there. Nothing ever shifted. And many times there was like a free gift. There was this beautiful envelope that was colorful and often matched the box, and it said like thank you. And that's when your invoice, that's where you found your invoice and like the warranty card. It wasn't just sort of tossed haphazardly into the box. Now, it's a lot of paper, but it was still, if you're gonna put effort into that, you're gonna put paper into this, you're gonna waste, you're gonna use up, the world's resources, at least make it look beautiful. And like, because it always just felt like, yeah, you're getting like a birthday gift, or your best friend just packaged you as amazing care package and they sent it your way. And yeah, it was always such a lovely, lovely thing. It really, really did just make my day anytime I ever got a lug order. So, and it's been a long time since we've got boxes like that. So I believe that's an Amy thing. Like Amy is like little detail oriented. She likes little details, and this is like how she designs her bags. I don't see how she's not the one that also is in charge of the overall sort of feel and look of lug being sent out to us. So I have a feeling Amy went back home, went to Canada, and came and saw and said, nope, this is actually how we package things at Lug, and showed them how they used to do it, and showed them, how everything's laid out, and where the boxes, how the box comes in, where the tissue paper goes. And I don't know what's going to happen anytime soon. It seems like it says they're coming in phases. So I think maybe they'll start out with, crappy boxes, but maybe some tissue paper, or at least crappy boxes, but nicely organized and put in so that they're, that your stuff isn't being jostled around in your box. They might sort of eventually start putting back in the tissue. They might start putting back in gifts. Who knows? So I guess we'll find out within the next few weeks and see. But at least they've sort of had their training, I guess, and hopefully we'll see more of that soon. I'm really excited. I know it's such a little thing. That's a stupid thing. I mean, all the other packages I get just come, who cares? Like it's all just sort of stuffed in there with stuffing. But it was such a special thing to get something from Lug, and it was part of the experience, and it was part of ordering from luglife.com. So you wouldn't get that when you ordered stuff from Lug Live, although back in the day when Lug Live was shipped from Markham, it still had the same love and care. So everything was perfectly, sort of, I'm going to use the word Jenga'd, but it's not really like it's Tetris, I guess. It's all sort of perfectly Tetris in there. So the guys who knew how to pack back then knew how to pack. So they weren't just going to put anything just in a box. It was so perfectly laid out. So anyway, so that would be a lovely thing to go back to see again. So that's it. I'm gonna go on about that one for a while because I just that meant a lot to me. Okay, and then to go back even further up into like number one, there, it's basically a reiteration of what they've said in the past. There are problems with the tracking numbers. If anyone was affected, you will by I guess it says by the 30th you will have received a new tracking number. I'd love to know if you're one of those people, and whether or not you actually did get a tracking number by the 30th. And I'm hoping that since that's the case, I'm hoping all those 440 people have since received their order. Okay, so I think that's everything. Everything else looks like it's about the same, so I'm not gonna get into any more of that. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. And it still says they're gonna continue with the updates more frequently until they get down to the 48-hour shipping window, which clearly they haven't, because I know that there was an update that came out. Yeah, today. No, yesterday. No, it's today. Anyways, so I will get on that. I guess I got some catching up to do. There's gonna be some updates that I have to put up for you guys. So I might be posting maybe every day the next little bit until I'm caught up myself. I feel like lug. Anyways, I hope that helps. Yeah, let me know if you got this as an email. Let me know if you're still having issues, and I'd love to know if you're one of those 450 people, 440 people, with a with an incorrect tracking number, and whether that's been resolved for you as well. That's it. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.